Pride and Prejudice, Chapter 6. I know we have finished this chapter, but I want to propose an activity here. I want to expose you to the words we've seen, and but not explaining the words. I'll try not to. Just the words in context, okay? So it will be a challenge for me as well. I haven't written the sentences or anything, but the idea is I'll tell you something about the book, about chapter 6, using that word. Maybe give you an extra sentence, you know? And the idea is, by now, you will feel comfortable with all of my sentences. If you are not, and you want to internalize those words, you should go back to the previous videos, right? Well, my first sentence is, in Elizabeth's opinion, Mr. Bingley's sisters were supercilious about other people. They had superciliousness in their treatment. Okay? Jane was yielding to the preference she had regarding Mr. Bingley. According to Charlotte, a woman may lose a lot if she conceals her affection. According to Lizzie, Mr. Bingley would have to be a simpleton not to realize that her sister likes him. According to Charlotte, a woman should not endeavor to conceal her affections for a man. Keep in mind that, again, according to Charlotte, so far, Mr. Bingley and Jane just know that they have the taste for Vingt-un in common, right? They prefer Vingt-un than commerce. So far, in their relationship, you know, this fact they're getting to know each other, not a lot has been unfolded. You should have the felicity of, I don't know, assuring a person will marry you. Sorry for the silences, but I think it's nice for you to digest, right? Mr. Darcy, at first, scarcely allowed Lizzie to be pretty. Keep in mind that certain features Lizzie has, for example her eyes, render her face uncommonly beautiful. Okay? Next one. Colonel Foster was talking to Lizzie at a certain time. She was trying to convince him to throw a party. Remember? Colonel is the word. Okay. Miss Lucas defied Lizzie to mention the fact that she knew Mr. Darcy was listening to her conversation to him. There was a moment Charlotte convinced Eliza to sing before everybody. Lizzie decided to keep her breath to swell her song. And according to her, a very nice saying is, keep your breath to cool your porridge. After Lizzie sang her song, which, by the way, was not a capital presentation. There were many entreaties from several guests. Keep in mind that Mary was the only girl among the sisters who was playing. Keep in mind as well that when Mary decided to play, first she played a concerto, right? And then she played two airs, a Scotch air and Irish air. There was a moment there, Mr. Darcy didn't realize Sir William Lucas was his neighbor. I'm not talking about regular labor. If you don't remember, please, you should go back. What is this other neighbor? According to Mr. William, it's Sir William, right? Dance is the mark of polished society. And of course, it is in vogue amongst the polished societies. Remember that St. James's is a very important place in our story, isn't it? There was a moment Mr. Darcy didn't answer Sir William. He just bowed. Keep in mind that when Sir William suggested that Lizzie danced with Mr. Darcy, she answered him with some discomposure. Let me see. Elizabeth looked archly at Sir William and Darcy, refusing for the last time to dance with the latter. There was a moment Mr. Darcy was thinking about Lizzie, and Miss Bingley accosted him and took him out, right, of his reverie. According to Miss Bingley, the insipidity of the people over there at the party was almost unbearable, and she wanted very much to hear the strictures of Mr. Darcy on them. According to Mr. Darcy, there was a woman at the party which a pair of fine eyes in the face of a pretty woman can bestow, who was bestowed a very beautiful pair of eyes. Okay, what else? Keep in mind that, ironically, Miss Bingley wished Mr. Darcy joy. You have to remember why is this an irony. And because she saw Mr. Darcy didn't get angry with her comments, her wit flowed long. Okay, so keep in mind, if you internalize all of those things, I know it's a lot of work. It means that in the future things will flow faster and faster and faster, right?